What's going on? How y'all doing? This is going to be football week 15. Ooh, and then can you tell I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, so we now in second place because Pittsburgh just lost that game to Cincinnati. Boy, Pittsburgh, the wheels then came way off. Big Ben looking old. Mike Tomlin got that Omar Epps look like he about ready to choke somebody. Steelers just gone soft, gotten old, and it ain't there. It ain't there. It's starting to show. The Bills won their AFC East title first time since 1995. That's back when Yahoo was a baby. That was before all this social media, a lot of stuff you're seeing now. But it feels good. I remember when Bruce Smith and Bryce Pop and Jim Kelly and them, that was like the last run of the Bills run. They ain't know it was going to be 25 years later, but it felt good. We had some Broncos burgers, tore they behind up. Bills looking good. Defense coming on, starting to run. Josh Allen looking good. The defense, the running game. Stephon Diggs been a big time asset. Watch out, Bills Nation coming on. If we can hold second in the AFC, we will be playing Kansas City for the AFC title. Mark my words. Speaking of Kansas City, some people thought a potential Super Bowl preview. They beat New Orleans, and New Orleans, Drew Brees first time coming back in a few. No Michael Thomas, but looking at the game, Kansas City looked like the better team, regardless of Michael Thomas or not. And I know Drew Brees was rusty and crusty, but still, Patrick Mahomes, I say right now, he's one of the 10 greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen. I would debate anybody on that. That guy is bringing it. If Steph Curry, Derek Jeter, and Rafael Nadal were in a blender, this is what you get in a football quarterback. He's something else. He can move lateral, sideways, shimmy, shake. He do it all. And he just in his prime and his peak. That's the scary part. But that game, the final score wasn't as close as the game. Kansas City outplayed them. Their defense looking good. They played up. Elsewhere, the Jets beat the Rams in the don't win the game. No. Just had the worst win you could ever have. You're this close to sinking for the whole season, get number one draft pick, and you're going to lose. You're going to win the game against the Rams. That's a bad win for them. Jacksonville lost like they usually do. They're staying smart. So, they got smashed by Baltimore. Last week, the Chargers beat the Raiders and Justin Herbert. Herbert is my rookie of the year. Him and Joe Burrow have been my favorite two rookies. But Herbert been balling. He got a big-time arm. Chargers could be something in the future with the right coaching and the right vibe. Could be something. Cleveland beat the Giants last night. Baker Mayfield been playing really well. The Browns been playing real consistent. So see what happens now. It's getting real interesting over there. Chicago beat Minnesota. This Bears team, if they had had any kind of offense at quarterback, who knows what their season may have been like. Because they've been coming on with offense, and we know they got a top 5 defense, especially with Khalil Mack. So they got slim chance of the playoffs, but they still around. Seattle beat Washington. Seattle clinched the playoff spot. And Washington still controls their fate in the NFC least division. Somebody got to win that WAC division, But Dallas beat San Francisco. This used to be a marquee game. Now this game is like watching two punch drunks in a club somewhere, bar for hitting, but you get the last drink. No, I get the last drink. The score was high, but it was not memorable. And Dallas still got a chance with a couple strange scenarios at the crack at the division. That's so embarrassing. Elsewhere, Philadelphia lost to Arizona. Jalen Hurts was balling, but Kyle Murray came up big. DeAndre Hopkins came up big. Keep your eye on. Indy beat Houston at the end. Indianapolis Colts. They're playing decent enough, kind of steady. Keep your eye on them. Tennessee beat Detroit. Derrick Henry did his stiff arm. And they've been balling. They've been consistent. So another team, it's going to be some real interesting stories it's been a real interesting season, to say the least, how some of these teams look week to week, where they rank, where they stand. Green Bay won again. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes battling for MVP, and he's been playing pretty well. So that's my thoughts and takes. I think they won that game. They won that game They won that game over the weekend on Saturday. I'm trying to think who else I did not cover, because I pretty much covered most of the teams and what's going on. But right now, I'm just excited that the Bills are second in the AFC, looking really good. And you're starting to see some things kind of come to view. Oh, yeah, I forgot Tampa Bay came back against Atlanta. And you think Tom Brady got some stock against Atlanta, some of the way they choke against him, because it's almost like second half, he turned it on. Tampa Bay is an interesting team of halves. One half, they look flat, and the next half, they look incredible. You just don't know what side is going to show up. I don't know if they can do the Jekyll and Hyde thing, but they are an interesting story. And they more than likely will win and get into the postseason. So, there's still some interesting scenarios, interesting stories in the NFL. Don't know how things are going to turn out with certain teams, but it's good to know that my Bills are going to be in the postseason and they got a good chance to go deep. But anyway, how did your team do this week? Let's talk about it. Week 15, it's been a real crazy, off the wall NFL season for a lot of different reasons. But anyway, give me your thoughts, your takes. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And always, stay healthy, stay focused. And like I said, this football season has had some real interesting stories. We don't know how it's going to turn out. But if your team is doing good like mine is, you're feeling kind of good for a change. Congratulations to the Bills, first time AFC East title in 25 years. Hope it don't be another 25. A lot of things happened then since then. All right. Peace. Good night.